I've been working hard. I've been searching for God. What y'all know about logic? See, y'all not really tapped different. Well, I wish you would call. Cause lately you feel like I'm just not your sister at all. Come on, bro. Y'all don't know nothing about that old school logic. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to another video. If your day's not going good, I hope tomorrow is better. If you're not already subscribed, click the subscribe button, notification bell. Better subscribe. Thank you for your loyalty. And this video is gonna be a continuation of the last video that was 2 days ago. Yes, this video is coming out on schedule. And yes, the mic right here, ignore it. I shouldn't have pointed it out, damn. Anyways, yes, this video is coming out on time. I'm making sure of it. I'm told y'all, I'm locking in. I'm really locking in. I'm giving y'all what y'all want. And I'm making sure I'm consistent now, okay? I promise. So, yeah, we just gonna get right into it. I'm not gonna hold y'all up too long. Once again, as per usual, check out the merch link in the description down below. I'd really appreciate it. We got some new merch coming up. We get the hats and all that jazz. And other than that, man, enjoy the video. Tap in. Let's go. That was tough? Nah, I feel like I butchered that. We ain't gonna talk about it. It is what it is. Okay, we gonna jump right into Lightroom. I've already got a head start on a little bit of this editing. I didn't do too much yet. I still have like 900 photos to go through. So just to go back to even just importing it into Lightroom, I would take my SD card from my camera, put it in my SD card reader. Probably, this is not bad, but don't just get a pretty decent SD card reader. That's it, just get a pretty decent one. So I would just plug in my SD card into the SD card reader, and I would not put the files onto my computer. I would upload them directly into Lightroom. So I would go right here to File, and I would go to Import. Oh, I'm sorry. I would click on this little box here, go to Add Photos, and I would click on, the SD card. I would go to, this PC, click on the SD card wherever it is, and then I would import it like that. Because I don't know if y'all just saw, I don't have a lot of space on this computer. Video files take up a lot. Photo files take up a lot. So I try my best to kind of preserve a lot of space that I currently have until I can get into a PC. We're just gonna go through these real quick, right? So the first thing I usually do is I check the photos, right? I check to see how everything's kind of looking, yada, 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 whatever the case may be, right? So I'll use this portion as an example. This is an entire burst shot, right? So this is 13 photos of one particular moment. So what I would do is I would whip through this, right? So I'm just going through, seeing what it is that I like, which part of the photos that I like. Okay, it's actually 2 different photos, but it's all pretty much the same thing, right? So I'm just trying to see which one of these photos I like, which one I don't. And honestly, I don't know, these ones don't really stand out to me that much. Yeah, these ones honestly don't stand out to me that much. So like when it comes to me, I'm very picky. And the clients, especially like football and basketball players that are watching this, yes, I probably deleted a lot of y'all photos that y'all may have liked, but I didn't. I do try to keep a lot of them, but it's certain ones like these, like I'm sure he would like these, but I'm sure I've taken way better ones than these. So I don't really like them, so guess what? They're gone. All 13, boom, delete them. This photo I do like. I like this photo a lot. I'm still trying to figure out which photo I'm gonna use for the thumbnail. That's why I shot horizontally for a lot of my photos, because I want to use a thumbnail for this. But usually if I'm sending them to clients, I'll go to crop, boom. This is the IG format for the most part. Probably do a little auto to straighten it up a little bit. Boom, that's it. Now I've been feeling, I don't know if y'all seen the other How I Edit My Photos video. I talked about Mute Master, right? So Mute Master doesn't even look like how Mute Master used to look. As you can see, it looks completely different because I've changed up the preset to suit a specific type of photography. But Soho, this been low key, like once it loads, I've been feeling this. I've been feeling this a little bit. I don't know, but we'll go through a couple of them. So we got Rift Valley. This is dope, but I don't know, it's too, it gives all, I don't know. I like it. I like it, it's just too green. So let's just play around with it. Let's play around with it. Let's see if I made it less green, a little more blues. That don't look bad. What y'all thinking? Should I go with this vibe? Are we going with, because I've never used this. Are we going with this vibe for this? Hold on, I mean, it ain't bad. It ain't bad, I don't know. It's not bad. Okay, you probably can't tell too much, right? So what I like to do, pause on this, maybe, I don't know. What I like to do with clients that have tattoos, I like to up the texture a lot because it makes their tattoos pop. You see, so if we look at on his left arm, right? Those tattoos specifically, you see how much they pop? Or even the ones on his right forearm or his left forearm technically. It pops even more when you up that texture. So even if we go from a more backed out view, right? So even if you didn't want your entire photo to be super textured, let's just say you just wanted the tattoos to be, you're gonna go ahead and go right to the brush. So you're gonna click on, I guess, create mask, you're gonna go to brush, and you're just gonna brush right over the arm. Wherever the tattoos are, brush right over them, brush right over them, boom. Make sure it's all filled in how you want it, up that texture, boom. So now the tattoos are popping, but everything else doesn't have to be dragged along with it, so it doesn't look like it's too, I don't know, you just don't want to give a too textured look, right? So that's probably the vibe I would go with for the remainder of this shoot. And this looks dope, right? So like I said, my clients that do have tattoos, because I want their tattoos to pop a lot more, I know this because I edit my own photos and I got my own tattoos, and I did this for myself once, and boom, it looks so much better. So being that he has his tattoos out, it makes it look a whole lot better. Okay, so we'll do one more photo, right? I will do one more photo on here because honestly, once you figure out how you're gonna edit the whole entire group of photos, it's really just a rinse and repeat process. So this is just me showing y'all kind of like, you know, just a little bit of it. So like I said, we're going with this vibe right here. And honestly, since we're going with this vibe, I can go right here to back to Rift Valley, update with current settings, boom. And we just gonna rock out like that. I don't know, this is different. This is different. This is very different. I don't know, it's different. It's different. Literally, that's all I can say about it. It's definitely different. And that's where I wanna go. I don't wanna keep doing the same type of like, you know? I don't know how I feel about this photo because it looks like he's at a media day shoot because the background is completely white. But what I'll do is, I'll do the preset and see what it looks like. Let's see. Definitely not. Nah, I'm not feeling it. The background is too, I mean, you know what? We'll keep it, we'll keep it, we'll keep it. We have to fix these though. That's the one thing, when you do end up saving a preset and then you have the brush tools, they end up messing up because they try to copy onto the same image. It's a whole thing. So you'll more than likely have to do those over. So I would just suggest don't even save them with them. Save it without, but I mean, I already saved it with it. It's not the end of the world, so I'll just do it over. What's this? Okay, a nice jump catch. Okay, we like these. We like these, we like these. We like these. Okay, so I'll edit this one as well. I'll edit this one as well. Okay, this is a nice photo. This is a nice photo. I rock with this. Let's see what the preset looks like there. Okay. This whole auto thing, we just gonna flip it back. It's definitely a lot darker than I want it to be. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna brighten it up a little bit. We're gonna up the highlights a tad, nothing too crazy. We don't want it too bright, but I definitely want it a little bit brighter than that. I'm gonna up the blue a little bit. Just a little bit more, a little bit more. Right, okay, now I do want to make it a little bit brighter too. And I think we'll go with this. I think we'll go with this right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go through a lot more of these photos and I'll be right back once I have I'll probably get like a select 5 that I know I'm gonna put in the video. And I'm gonna show you a little bit of extra stuff you can do for the photo in Photoshop that I don't usually do, but I'll show you. Okay, so I said, because I want to keep this as genuine as possible in terms of how I work, I changed the preset. So I decided to go with this preset here. Out of the preset pack, mind you, it's the same preset pack from the Peter McKinnon pack. So a lot of people ask me, what are my presets? What are my presets? For the most part, I don't use these presets anymore, but then sometimes I like to just scroll through it just because to see what may look good for certain situations. So this preset was called Frontier, I believe. Yes, this was called Frontier. So just to show y'all exactly what it would look like off rip, this is how it looked from start as soon as I went to Frontier. So all I did was I brought this little dial down a little bit, up the blacks a little bit, brought the exposure up a tiny bit, brought the contrast down a little bit, brought the shadows up a little more, brought the gain down. I don't really like photos with gain that much. I mean, I get it, it's a vibe sometimes, but I don't know, for sports photos, I don't really like it too much. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play around with the colors a little bit because let me see. I like this. I like this. Oh my God, this is it. This is it. I'm sorry. This is it. See, this is why sometimes you gotta, I don't know, you just gotta play around with different presets that you may have on your computer because you just never know. So I like this, and I like that I brought the greens up a little bit because although I don't think the other photos are gonna look like this photo right here, I love the greens in the background. I want the skin to be a little more prominent, if that's the word. So I'm gonna up this a little bit. Lovely, bro. Lovely, lovely. I like this. See, I like this a whole lot more than this preset here. So we'll try it on this photo since we already edited. I'm sorry, I don't mean for this to be long. After this, we gonna move on. But Frontier, actually, bro, we're gonna do that tip I taught. We're gonna go back to Frontier here. We're gonna hover over it, update with current settings, update. Then we're gonna go right here, Frontier. Work with me. What are we talking about? Come on, man. This is, mwah. This is beautiful. This is beautiful versus what we were just at. And then look, raw photo. Come on. Tell me I don't be putting y'all on, bro. Y'all can't say that. I'm sorry. There are definitely better photos in this bunch, but just so this portion of the video isn't so long, I'm just gonna use these two photos as an example. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna export both of these photos out to Photoshop. Now we are here in Lightroom, right? So like I said, I'm gonna give you all an extra tip. Now, realistically, I don't do this for a lot of photos because with a lot of my shoots, when I'm sending clients photos, it's like 50 to 100 photos, sometimes like even up most to 100, especially when it work out like this. I'm not doing this to all those photos because it doesn't take OD time, but it takes time. So right, we're gonna keep it simple. Select subject, right? Make sure everything is fine. Make sure I selected the subject properly. So we have like little pieces like this we want to go ahead and touch up, right? So we want to make sure we get a good amount of the glove, make sure all of the helmet is done. All right, so we're going to zoom back out, fit to screen. We're going to go back here, select the mask, right? And we're going to keep it, all we're going to do, we're not going to touch any of these settings. We're just going to go ahead and new layer. All right, it's going to be outline. You're going to select that layer, put that layer right back on. You're going to go back to this bottom layer, filter, blur. Let's just say your lens, let's just say you were shooting with the 100 to 400. You just wanted a little bit more bokeh in the background. So that's all you're doing. So really, Gaussian blur, whatever the hell it may be, and just up it a little bit, right? So figure out exactly where you want it to be. So we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna leave it there. So just to show you the difference, this is how it looks in Lightroom. This is how it looks on Photoshop. It's very subtle. You can definitely go ahead and add as much of this blur as you want. It's your photo. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't OD on the blur because then it just starts to look unrealistic. You don't want it to look like you actually up the blur yourself. That's not the vibe, or that's not what you really want to go for. You want it to look kind of still natural as if it came out of your camera. But like I said, it's the little details. If you want to go ahead and know a little bit, you can go ahead and sharpen the front photo, the subject photo. Once again, the little things, tiny detail. And boom, that's your photo right there. Let's go ahead and zoom out. And oh, Lord. That's a nice photo, bro. That's a nice photo. That's a nice picture. I like this. We're gonna leave it at that. This video was a whole lot longer than I wanted it to be. I apologize for that. But then again, if you watch the end of this video, that's just because you wanted to see the editing process. So there you go. If you guys do like me doing these more, I will do them more for the POV videos. Just let me know down in the comment section below. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for all the support in the most recent videos. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check the merch link out in the description down below. We have hats now. I don't got mine yet. I'm about to get mine, but we do have hats. We got the trucker foam hat, the dad hats, and we got Scullies. Hey. I don't know, man. Things look a little nice. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to stay creative. See you next one. Peace.